All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to explore some really powerful ideas from Michael Singer's The Untethered Soul. And look, this isn't just some high-level philosophy. This is a practical roadmap for understanding what's going on inside your own mind and how to find real freedom right there. So let's just jump right in with a huge question, one that really sits at the heart of everything we're about to cover. Think about it. Underneath all your physical sensations, your emotions, all the thoughts swirling around, who is it that's actually having all those experiences? Seriously, who is the you that's aware of it all? Let's just keep that question in mind as we go. Okay, so to start digging into that question, we have to first meet someone, or maybe something, that's with us all the time. It's that voice in your head. And Michael Singer has the perfect name for it, the inner roommate.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? That voice that just never stops talking. It's narrating everything you do. You could be staring at the most beautiful sunset, and that voice is in there going, "Did I remember to lock the car? I wonder what they really thought of that email." It's this nonstop chatter that just yanks us right out of the present moment and throws us into a made-up world of problems and drama.
And here is the absolute game changer, the key insight. The point isn't to get rid of the voice. You can't, really. It's just a mechanism. The real problem, the thing that causes all the suffering, is that we believe it. We take every single dramatic, anxious, and often totally irrational thing it says as gospel truth. So, if you're not that voice, then who on earth are you? Well, getting to that answer means making a huge shift in how you see yourself. And this shift, it's the solution to the whole problem of that noisy inner roommate. Singer offers this beautiful analogy. Picture this. Your thoughts, your feelings, all your anxieties, they're like clouds passing through the sky. They come, they go, they change form. Now, most of us spend our lives thinking we are the clouds. We get all caught up in the storm. But here's the secret. You're not the clouds. You are the sky. You're that vast, open, peaceful awareness that the clouds are just passing through. A storm can rage, but it never ever hurts the sky, does it? And this awareness, this sky, it has a name. We can call it the witness, or the self. It's simply the part of you that's aware of everything else. It's the silent observer of your thoughts, your feelings, everything happening inside and out. It's like you're in a movie theater, and your life is the movie on the screen. The witness is the one sitting in the seat, just watching. And according to Singer, that seat, that is your real home. And this is so powerful, check this out. The very second you can say to yourself, wow, I'm feeling really anxious right now, you've done it. You've proven you are not the anxiety. Because if you were the anxiety, who would be there to notice it? You are the one seeing it. And just that little bit of space, that simple act of noticing, that's it. That's the first step to freedom. Okay, so being the witness is great. But what do we do about all that, baggage? The old pain that keeps popping up over and over again. Your inner roommate is an expert at replaying our greatest hits of past hurts. Well, that brings us to the really practical work. How to deal with the pain we've stored inside. Singer's metaphor for this is just perfect. Imagine you have a thorn stuck deep in your arm. Now, instead of just pulling the thing out, you decide to build this big, awkward contraption around it. You change how you sleep, what jobs you take, who you can hug. You literally rearrange your entire life just to make sure nothing ever bumps into that thorn. Sounds crazy, right? But that is exactly what we do with our emotional wounds. That deep fear of being rejected, that's a thorn. And we'll build our whole lives around not letting anyone get close enough to touch it. So when it comes down to it, you really only have two choices. Choice one, keep protecting the thorn. Let it run your life from the shadows, dictating everything you do. Or choice two, be brave for just a moment, face the discomfort, and pull the darn thing out for good. It's that simple. One way, you're just managing the problem forever. The other way, you're actually solving it, and you're finally free. There's actually a name for these inner thorns from yogic tradition. They're called Samskaras. You can think of them as little pockets of unfinished energy from your past. Anytime you had a strong experience, good or bad, and you either resisted it or clung to it for dear life, a little bit of that energy got stuck. It didn't flow through. And now it just sits there like a blockage, waiting for something to trigger it. So how do we release these samskaras? And maybe more importantly, how do we stop making new ones? Well, this leads us to the daily practice, the real core of how you actually do this work. Think about what happens when you feel hurt or scared. What's your very first instinct? You clench up, right? You close down. You physically and emotionally contract around the pain. We do it because we think it's going to protect us, but it does the exact opposite. All it does is trap that painful energy inside and shut you off from the flow of life. Okay, so here's the technique. It's so simple, yet so powerful. The instant you feel yourself getting triggered, that little jolt of anger, that knot of fear in your stomach, that is your moment. Instead of tightening up and getting sucked in, you do the opposite. You consciously relax your shoulders, you relax your chest, you breathe, and you just let that wave of energy wash right through you and out the other side. You don't fight it, you just let it pass. And you have to understand, this isn't just some clever little mind trick. This is a deep commitment. It's a vow you make to yourself. It's deciding, you know what? My inner peace and my openness to life are more important than anything else. More important than being right. More important than winning some stupid argument. Nothing is worth closing my heart over.
So what's the payoff here? What happens when this stops being a practice you have to remember and it just becomes who you are? What does life actually look and feel like when you're living from this place of freedom?
Well, pretty much everything changes. You start to live with this constant awareness of being aware. You stop reacting to things and start responding to them. And that's a huge difference. Criticism doesn't wreck you. Fear doesn't paralyze you because you're no longer getting knocked off your center. All that energy you used to burn on internal battles, it's now yours to use. And peace? Well, peace just becomes your natural state. It's what's left when the noise goes away. And this leads to maybe the coolest part. A complete flip in your perspective. All the stuff that used to drive you crazy, it stops being a problem. That person who cuts you off in traffic, they're not an idiot anymore. They're your teacher. That moment of anxiety, it's not a threat, it's a gift. Every single disturbance becomes this little alarm bell, reminding you, hey, wake up, this is your chance to practice, relax, and release. Look, I know this can all sound like a huge undertaking, but this entire journey, literally the whole path, starts with one single tiny step. And you can take it today, right now. So here it is. This is your first step. Don't wait for some big emotional crisis. The very next time something small bugs you, and I mean small, like you spill a little coffee or you can't find your keys, that's your chance. Feel that little spark of irritation? Okay, in that exact moment, just notice it. Then consciously relax your shoulders, relax your chest, and just let it go. Don't analyze it, don't justify it, just release. That's it. That's the entire path in a nutshell. It's a lifetime of practice, but it always happens in this very moment. Start watching that inner roommate. Start letting go of the disturbances it creates. Your journey to real inner freedom can literally begin today.